I was listening to your interview you did with Harrison and Adam Young, I think it was like a year ago.
Yeah.
And it sounds like one reason you had success is that you were persistent, right? You were hungry,
100%.
you made it happen. And I think that with our industry, I mean, I started off as a broker. I was brokering leads. I would get leads from A, X amount price, and I'd find the supplier, I'd find C, and I was B in the middle, right? I'd add my markup or whatever.
Sure.
And then I went higher up on the food. Eventually we did our own media buying, all this stuff. But the point is that I think that there's a lot of brokers in the industry and they get a bad name, but the ones that are really good, I think they would thrive in something like that.
Oh,
right?
I mean, that's almost the entire business is brokering. So one thing people always ask me, it's like, why does the government need you, right? Why don't they just go to the supplier, to the end supplier, right? Why do they need a broker in the middle? And there's two answers to that, right? The first answer is that only about, I think, 12% of US businesses are even registered to do business with the government. If you want to bid on government contracts, the first step you need to do is to register your business with the government so that they see you as an official supplier. Otherwise, they can't do business with you. They have to get you in their system. It's a whole process. It's got some hurdles to it. That's actually one of the first things we teach in War Dogs Academy is step-by-step how to do that entire process. There's also some other things. There's some things that they call set-asides, which categorize your business into certain categories that give you certain advantages, like if you are a veteran-owned business or disabled veteran-owned business, or if you live in a socioeconomically disadvantaged area. There's a lot of different categories that you can, if you qualify for it, you can get special treatment and certain contracts that only you can bid on. So that's like the first process of registering your business with the government, finding what categories you fit into and applying for those. And so only 12% of US businesses total.
I'm surprised that high. I would have said 3 to 5%.
Right. So but that means that 88% of businesses are not, right? Almost 90% of businesses are not even registered. That means they are legally unable to sell anything to the government. So when the government wants to buy stuff, they're not just looking to shop from 12% of the US economy. They want to get the best price, right? And that brings brokers into the picture. A lot of businesses don't register with the government because they don't want to deal with the government. The government is a pain in the ass, right? They have if you want to sell them something, you have to read a solicitation document, which is the document they post when they want to buy something, which describes all the requirements and all the hoops you got to jump through. Those things are usually 30, 40 pages of boring government language, right? A lot of businesses don't want to go through that. They don't want to and then you have to write up a proposal, which is another long document that pretty much tells the government that you're going to give them what they asked for and all the ways you're going to do that. And of course, we have step-by-step guides on how to do all this. That's the value of War Dogs Academy. But a lot of businesses they have enough business doing in the private sector where things are much simpler, so they don't want to deal with the government. So a broker is providing a service for those businesses saying, hey, I'll do all that grunt work and all that annoying stuff for you, and I'll take my commission, my profits by being the middleman. So that's the first reason. The second reason why there are brokers in government contracting is that oftentimes the government wants to buy a bunch of different things at once. And there isn't a single company that makes all those things. So the only person who could even provide them this entire package of things is a broker. And a great example was our contract with the US Army for that Afghan ammo. They wanted to buy like 30 different types of munitions, all Warsaw Pact stuff. There wasn't a single company in the world that that had all that stuff in stock or could manufacture it all, except for the Russians, but they were on a blacklist for supplying Iran with nuclear technology, so the US couldn't buy from them. So once they realized they couldn't buy from the Russians, they realized they would have to deal with like 50 different suppliers, and they didn't want to do that. So they put it up for bid for a single supplier to go and find all those other suppliers and do all that legwork for them. So the government knows about brokers. They fully encourage brokers. They're happy to deal with brokers because it saves them a lot of work and it gets them the best price. And brokers compete against each other and gets them the best price.
Your network is your net worth. We got a fucking crazy network of people. I'm not talking about your average motherfucker. I'm talking about people doing $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a day in ad spend. People that have made billions of dollars in sales. People have exited their companies for about $1 billion. We hit 100 episodes. Guess what? We're about to take shit to the next level. So you want to be part of it? Subscribe right now. Remember, no money, no honey. Let's fucking go.